before we get started in this one, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell so you know every time I upload. I took some time off, but I'm back. So you hit that subscribe button so you guys can know when I upload and see these right when they come. Let's get into this one. What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. This time is of a custom I showed probably a year ago. I just pulled this off the shelf recently. I was taking some pictures of it and just running down memory lane of customs I did. And I was looking at this and there was some stuff I wanted to do just to tighten up some loose ends and fix it up and, you know, just make it look a little better. I kit bashed the gun. I don't know if that was in the last video, but I kit bashed the gun and I painted some little details. So I'll show you, just walk through what I did. It was a while ago and I know a lot of people don't see my older videos. So this just gives me an opportunity to go over something else with you guys. But let me start with the gun. This gun is from, the front part is from Gamora. The back part is from Deathlock. I actually have a Deathlock right here. I can show you. The back part of the gun is from Deathlock. You can see it right there. Pretty much all I did was cut this tip off and I cut the scope off from the Gamora. I think that's volume 2 Gamora. She comes with like a little shorty snub-nosed blaster looking thing. I have it on my other Deathlock. Let me see if I can grab him. I think I shook the camera. I did. Quicksilver's going to take a dive. But here's the other blaster on my other Deathlock. This is my custom X-Force Deathlock. But yeah, I just took these two guns right here. Took this one and this one and cut them up and just made this one. I think it looks pretty good for Cable. For Cable especially, since he's coming from the future. Like, I seen a lot of his stuff from the cartoon and stuff. He had a pretty big array of guns. He had like a big gun. He had a pistol and everything. But I don't really like him with big guns because this toy doesn't really pose too good anyway. Like, he can't lift his arm up any more than that. His arms don't go any higher than that, so there's no point for him to have a big gun that grows across his chest and stuff like that. So I just wanted to give him a cool little pistol he can hold. He holds it pretty good. He holds it pretty good. The hardest thing is getting the finger in the trigger hole, but he holds it pretty good. I painted the inside of that red just to make it look like it's you know, like a laser gun. So I wanted to paint it red. I think I used clear red on that. It looks pretty good too. If I'm on camera, I don't even know if I was on camera, but you can see it's in there. Painted the inside of the barrels red. Beforehand, when I showed this before, it had little parts like when I recently looked at it, I wanted to touch up. Like some of these pouches, I painted brown. I painted this strap. It was gold. You can still kind of see the gold in there. But I painted that gold. I just went around him and painted a lot of his pouches, and I painted these straps on the back of his legs too. If you can see it. I painted these straps on the back of his legs just to give it some variance to it. I was going to paint the front of him silver, but then I forgot I put these on there. So I just hit these with a dry brush. I painted inside the cut-off pieces too. Painted up in there. Parts like, let me see if I can move my arm. His arm is really stiff on mine. But parts like this, like where I dremeled off the pouch, it was like a light tan color. I just painted that brown. I repainted this arm a little. I dry brushed some silver on his arm. I swapped his hand too. I'm pretty sure I went over that in the last video. I put the black lines around his eyes. It's like that in the comic. No, it's like that in the TV show. I think the comic too, the early Cable comic. It's like that. So I wanted to make the toy like that. It looks good to me. But in the cartoon, he looks like that. The cartoon, his colors are totally different. He's more green and brown. He has, I think the blue's from the comics. But yeah, I swapped his hand. This is all Marvel Select. All of this on here is Marvel Select, all the extras. So like all these pouches, these knee pads, this whole silver piece here, the pouches on the ankle. Pouches on the ankle are from Cable. These pouches here, these straps are from Cable. I had these on there originally. I had these these pouches here on them. I don't even know which one goes where. But I didn't really like the way they look. Let me see if I can pop this on. It just looks way out of, like, weird. It looks really, really weird to me for him to have two big pouches. He looks kind of, let me get on camera. I keep forgetting the camera's to the left on this phone. But his pouches just look really weird to me. Not pouches, the holsters. And then the guns he uses, I don't even know if I have them. Is this one? No, it's not. He uses like this really chubby little. Is it in here? No, it's not in here. I don't know where the guns are. I'll probably cut it in if I find it. But he uses these really weird looking short little chubby blasters. I didn't like them. So I took the pouches off. And the straps, they just look really good. They complete the overall look of this figure. Looks really good to me. Especially with his pistol in hand. Looks really good. I just wanted to show the stuff that I updated on this. It was a while since I've talked about this figure. And it was, like I said, it was sitting on my shelf. And I had just wanted to, go over the stuff that I did. Because I put it on Instagram and everything. But I wanted to talk about it here. This figure's, it's really cool. It's a cool looking figure out the box, but it just needs, if you know anything about early Cable, he had pouches and guns galore. So he had, like, he would have guns like this. This is the Marvel Select gun. I just cut the end off. He would have guns like this, just guns everywhere. I don't even know what other guns I could show you. Like guns like this. Like this is from the what wave Cable is that? Did I modify this one? No, I didn't. Oh, I did. I cut the thing off. This is from the Juggernaut wave Cable. So this gun came with him. And it's an okay gun. It's really thin though. Like a futuristic style type of gun. And it's alright. It's just a really thin looking gun. I like to give Cable. Oh, here goes. These are the guns that came with Marvel Select Cable. This is the gun. And it just looks really wonky. Like, let me put it in the hand. It just, I don't know. It's not my type. I wouldn't want. Actually doesn't look that bad. I was talking all that shit, and it doesn't even look that bad. It doesn't look that bad in his hand. I think I'm gonna leave it like that. But yeah, he just comes with a bunch of guns in the comics and stuff. So I don't really like the look of the big hulking guns. Like this gun is crazy because he doesn't hold it how I want him to. Like a human would hold this gun naturally. Toys, I put it in his hands, he'll hold it like this or kind of like this. He won't hold it like, he won't be able to get his arm across his body to hold it right. So that's what makes me not like really, really big guns on these toys. But yeah, just wanted to go over some stuff. Yeah, Marvel Legends Sasquatch Wave Cable Kit Bash with Marvel Select cables, pouches, and guns and everything. This one's really dope. I put a wash on the pants too. I think I'm going to put a wash on the browns just to bring it out and make it look more like the Marvel Select stuff. But yeah, I really like this figure. There's a couple more things I want to touch up, but so far this figure's done to me. It's done as far as kit bashing. I don't think I'm going to put anything else on it. Any other touch-ups I do is either paint or washes, stuff like that. So unless I find something else. If I can find some more pouches. I don't think he needs any more pouches, though. He has the bullets on his shoulder, the pouches there. Pouches on his waist, on his legs, on his ankle. That's a stretch, too. Like pouches on his ankle is crazy. But yeah. Sasquatch Wave Cable. Kit Bash Marvel Select Cable with it. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.